Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today we're going to be previewing the Houston Rockets regular season matchup against the Portland Trailblazers, which is a Emirates NBA Cup game. Rockets playing at home for the second straight time in the Emirates NBA Cup. Last week was a great win against the Clippers. Rockets got a big 20-plus win against the Clippers, which obviously you always want 20-plus wins, but this is a perfect time to get them in the NBA Cup where point differential matters in the standings. And the point differential does not matter in the regular NBA standings, but in the NBA Cup standings, that does matter. So obviously really happy to see the Rockets get a big win on last Friday's matchup, but now I'm hoping the Rockets can get another big win against Portland, and the Rockets very well might have that easy. They might have that easy win tonight if Portland is as shorthanded as they're expected to be. The only official player that has been ruled out so far is Matisse Thybulle, but four big players for the Portland Trailblazers are game-time decisions. Jeremy Grant dealing with an illness. Anthony Simons has been out their last couple games with a hand injury. Scoot Henderson, who played their last game, which was a loss to OKC, quad, game-time decision. DeAndre Ayton, who missed their last game against the Thunder, finger injury, game-time decision. Now, I'm going to say that I think Grant ends up playing. I'm going to say I don't think Anthony Simons plays. We'll see about Scoot Henderson and DeAndre Ayton. I don't know about DeAndre Ayton. It's hard for me to say what the starting lineup will be. Their last starting lineup, they had Scoot Henderson, Sharp, Tamani Kamara, Jeremy Grant, and Donovan Clingan. But a couple of those players I just mentioned are game-time decisions for this basketball game, like Scoot Henderson and Jeremy Grant. So I imagine that some of the guys I listed will still be starters if those players are out. So let's say Aiden's out. Clingan will be in the starting lineup. And I'm sure that Kamara and Sharp will still be in the starting lineup no matter what happens, whoever's ruled out. But the two other starters, who the two other starters if all the players that are game-time decisions are out, meaning Aiden, Henderson, Simons, and Grant all can't go, I don't know. I'd imagine Denny Avdia will be another starter, but I don't know who you plug in as the point guard for the Portland if there's no Scoot Henderson or there's no Anthony Simons. I guess the next best option is I think his name's Blanton, who's off the bench, and he's not really a point guard. He's more of a shooting guard. So it's going to be interesting if Portland doesn't have Anthony Simons and Scoot Henderson. Now, the Rockets on their end are pretty blessed tonight. No injuries. Rockets, last game, they had Jalen Green and Cam Whitmore, both game-time decisions up till tip-off. Cam was dealing with a knee injury. Jalen had an illness. Both played in the game. Jalen didn't do great. He had 14, 5, and 5, I believe. And you could definitely tell he wasn't feeling well. But his name not on the injury report, which is really good for the Rockets. Hopefully he's feeling well and he can play better against a team he's had some success in his career. And then Cam Whitmore, who's not really in the rotation, but you could also tell he's still not only struggling on the court, but struggling with his knee. He didn't do too well either. He did have a nice dunk, but that was really it. No injuries for the Rockets outside of two-way contract player N'Faly Dante, who's been out for a while and wouldn't even be playing unless it was a 30-point win or 40-point win. That's it for the Rockets. Dante is out. That's it. Nobody else is injured for the Rockets. That's a great thing, and I think that's something you obviously want. This is a big game for both teams. I believe the Rockets and the Blazers are the only undefeated teams left in their group. So if the Rockets can get a win tonight against Portland, they control their destiny in winning this group and heading to the knockout round that starts officially announced today, starts December 10th. So that will be big for the Rockets if they can get a win tonight. And I'm predicting they do so. The Blazers really struggle against centers. Alperen Sengun coming off a 31-12 game. I think he has a big night. Fred VanVleet's been rolling as of recent. I expect him to keep it going. And the Terror Twins are going to continue to do that, meaning Amen Thompson and Tari Eason. I have a feeling they'll have big games tonight and have a big footprint on tonight's, I hope, and predict to be a win. I'm also going to say I don't expect big nights for Jalen Green and not for Jalen Green, for Dillon Brooks and Jabari Smith Jr. I hope I'm wrong, but we will see a good part of the Rockets games. Brooks and Jabari sometimes tend to struggle, and when they're off the floor, Amen Thompson and Tari Eason kill it, and sometimes you just see Dillon Brooks and Jabari Smith Jr. lose minutes because of how good Tari and Amen are. So I feel like this is a night where maybe Jabari and Dillon struggle a little bit, Amen and Tari Eason come in rotations and absolutely kill it, and you see more minutes for Amen and Tari and less minutes for Dillon and Jabari in the second half is what I'm predicting to happen in this game. So I think big game for VanVleet and Alp. I think big game for Tari and Amen. Let me know your thoughts on the Rockets playing the Blazers in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.